Nobscot neighbors hear about another plan to develop a plot of land by the Edgell and Edmands intersection. The owners of Shoppers World outline their plans to redevelop the site, and local business owners talk about potential impacts on tariffs on Brazil. I'm Brendan Fitzpatrick, and this is The Frame, Framingham News in Focus. Hello and welcome to The Frame, an initiative of Access Framingham. Thanks for joining us following our hiatus for a few weeks. We resume our local news coverage with the ongoing controversy regarding Nobscot rezoning, as residents heard details about a new development plan for housing by the intersection of Edgell Road and Edmands Road during a meeting that took place last Wednesday, July 9th. Development company J&Co outlined a plan to build about 400 units through townhouses and multifamily dwellings on a plot of land in Nobscot that stretches about 31 acres. Legal counsel for the company, Jeffrey Roloffs, told attendees during the meeting that they're looking to involve residents and their input during the process, as they look to build what they believe is an appropriate development within the neighborhood. Audio of the session from last Wednesday was provided to The Frame by local resident Matthew Brown.
We think it's just sensible land planning. These parcels provide a sensible transition between the single-family neighborhoods and the commercial and higher density uses in Nobscot's village.
Still, similar to previous attempts to develop units in Nobscot, residents outlined a list of concerns that they have with any potential plan. A preservation of community character chief among them, along with worries related to traffic, congestion, and noise. City Councilor for District 1, Christine Long, stressed that since a plan like this could impact all of Framingham, residents from across the city, not just Nobscot, should make their voices heard.
As far as this project goes, I think listening is a good thing, and the neighbors, and the reason they're here today is because the neighbors are the ones that should shape any project that comes into this district, and it shouldn't be done by a developer coming in telling you what to get. You need to tell them what you want here.
Continuing with possible future developments locally, as the City Council heard a presentation regarding plans for the future of Shoppers World. Urban Edge, the firm that owns the shopping center, is looking to utilize walkable, mixed-use developments to turn the area into what they describe as a quote-unquote live, work, play environment. CEO for Urban Edge, Jeff Mooallem, provided details about their initial blueprints, which feature a multi-floor apartment complex encompassing 224 units at the current site of Kohl's, along with 90,000 square feet for retail space, 31,000 square feet for office space, and nearly 300 parking spots.
We really believe that this is sort of the next generation of good retail development, trying to get people a little bit out of their cars with Shoppers World as the anchor, but they're going to want to hang out here. That's the goal for the project.
At-large City Council member George King urged leaders in Framingham to take advantage of an opportunity to back a project that resembles other developments across Massachusetts, such as Dedham with Legacy Place or the nearby Natick Mall.
Natick Mall got built in Natick because Framingham wouldn't do it. So I certainly hope that you continue to develop this. I think it'd be very exciting. It's just a first step, but the things we always see somewhere else, it'd be nice to see here.
More details on the stories we cover every week on the program can be found on our website, www.theframe.news. We've got you covered there with written articles, full feature pieces, and a community calendar filled with upcoming local events. Subscribe to our email newsletter as well to ensure that you never miss out on Framingham News in Focus. After months of meetings, multiple plans, and community discussions, Framingham has finally reached full compliance with the MBTA Communities Act, a statewide zoning law for multifamily housing. The Executive Office of Housing and Livable Communities approved of the Downtown Central Business District, which was approved for conditional compliance in January after Mayor Charlie Sositsky submitted the area for consideration last week. Through their zoning mandates, Framingham now has the capacity for about 5,300 multifamily housing units. The MBTA law, by comparison, required zoning for approximately 4,300 units at a minimum. The city is now eligible for additional state funding sources as any housing developments within the CB district continue to meet state guidelines. Candidates for major positions in this November's municipal election have been certified following this Tuesday's deadline to submit nomination papers. The top of the ballot in Framingham this fall will feature the race for mayor, as the incumbent Sisitsky is facing a challenge from former school committee member Jeffrey Epstein. 4 city council races will be contested meanwhile. In District 2, incumbent Brandon Ward will face challenger Carol Spack. With Adam Steiner not running for re-election in District 3, Mary Kate Feeney and Kenneth Weiss will be on the ballot. Stephen Belcher is challenging incumbent Michael Cannon to represent District 4 on the City Council, while John Stefanini will be looking to regain the District 8 seat from incumbent Leslie White Harvey, who defeated him in the 2023 local election. All other incumbents for the City Council's district-specific seats are running in uncontested races. On the school committee, District 2 member David Gordon will be running against a pair of challengers, Lorena Tovar and Luther Evans. Meanwhile, Brent Lewis and Eddie Rodriguez will be on the ballot for the District 6 school committee seat, which is currently occupied by Valerie Ottaviani, who is not running for re-election. Neither is Tiffany Maskell in District 7, as Kyle Shepard is the only candidate who registered to be on the ballot for that spot. All other school committee incumbents are running for another term uncontested. And now finally, a preview of some of our most recent frame-by-frame pieces. First, our team went out to speak with local Brazilian business owners to learn more about the potential impact of recently announced tariffs on imports from Brazil. Also, the annual summer concert series in Framingham is hitting the road and being held at multiple spots across the community. Here's a preview of both of those pieces.
A medida que começa a valer no dia 1º de agosto pegou os comerciantes brasileiros de Framingham de surpresa, e alguns deles já estão tentando estocar os produtos antes mesmo do aumento começar a valer.
In years prior, the annual concert series took place at the Center Common. This year, residents will be able to enjoy live music at 3 new additional locations throughout the summer: Bowditch Field, Farm Pond, and Butterworth Park.
We have a brand new mobile stage, which is fantastic, and now we are going to be bringing it along to different neighborhood parks as part of the mayor's initiative to make things more accessible.
Head to our social media accounts to see more frame-by-frame stories. Our Instagram page is at @framenews_, and you can search for The Frame on Facebook. Subscribe to Access Framingham's YouTube channel and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever we upload new content. We post episodes of The Frame onto Spotify as well. You can listen to or watch the show there. That's all for this week's Framingham News in Focus. On behalf of our entire team here at The Frame, thanks for joining us. My name is Brendan Fitzpatrick. We'll talk to you next week. Take care.